I will murder your face. I'm going to try really hard to see if I can get this to work. That is definitely not what I wanted to do. I was using the wrong wheel. I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to use a water wheel, and I was using cogs. Oh, Lyko, you are a genius. Hi. Look, okay, this is what I did. I did a bunch of building with all that extra dirt we had. I made the extruders. We now have kiwi. Remember how I was like, oh, we really need obsidian. How are we gonna get obsidian? And I was freaking out about how to get obsidian. I show exactly how we get obsidian. Wait. Oh, I stuffed that up. Hey, editor, we don't need to show that, right? We don't need to show this mistake. The video hasn't started yet, right? Remember how I said, hey, I know how do I make obsidian? You know how we make obsidian? Basic Minecraft 101, that's how we make obsidian. And I had a whole bunch of diamonds, so you know what? We're going to also grab that too. That is how I get 2.2 thousand kiwi, because we have these extruders here. Now, I made another extruder because these extruders are incredibly useful. Honestly, I feel like I should have built it over here with all my automatic stuff. Okay, so if we click on here, if we click on show recipes, we actually have a whole bunch of different stuff that we can use. But what I am wanting to use is a netherrack. So we need 1 bucket of lava and 1 bucket of witch water. It needs to be sitting on some netherrack. We're going to grab a bucket of witch water. I'm gonna quickly make some netherrack. All right, I'm gonna put that here. I don't think it really matters in which space we put it in. We're just gonna throw some witch water in here, some lava in here, and then this should start creating netherrack. So now we have a true never-ending form of netherrack. Thank you, extruders. So yeah, extruder, super duper useful. I do want to get some soul stone. I don't have a soulium block yet. We can also make it into a cobblestone generator, a stone generator, black stone generator, cobble deep slate generator, obsidian, dark stone. We got deep slate, and kiwi. So we can get all that stuff. I'm gonna quickly go back downstairs, grab our pipes. I'm gonna grab one of these drawers because I am lazy and cannot be bothered to make another drawer. We are going to go ahead, put a pipe down. Bam, and we're gonna put this down. We're going to turn this wrench on. Bam! And now we are gonna start mass producing netherrack. Next up, I did make a dank thing, so this actually doesn't work the way I thought it worked. The way I thought it worked is that I'd be able to put the dank in here and it would collect stuff automatically. Like, it would pick up all the stuff that I put in here. What it does instead is that it empties the danks. So if I had like a storage thing here or something, it would put them all into that. Oh yeah, I upgraded 1 row to diamond, and then I was like, maybe I should save my diamonds, so... We have this, which I actually don't think I showed you guys last time. So what this does is we got gravel in one hand, in our offhand, and then we can literally just sort of... The concept is I can just keep on making gravel, never-ending gravel to get all of that flint. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Today, we needed to finish getting power. Remember last episode as well, how I was like, blue dye, how am I supposed to get blue dye? Gee, yeah, Lyko, I wonder how we are supposed to get blue dye. If only we had something that could give us blue dye. If only we had something to give us blue dye. If only. Oh no, what a shame. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the last thing we need, essentially. We just need to make a machine thing, which is just gold, iron, blue dye. We're gonna do that right now. There we go. And then once we've made that, we just need to have coal generators. So we need a bunch of coal and some redstone torches. And just like that, we have finished getting started. Only a bajillion more to go. We are going to try and complete absolutely everything on here, as well as the Allumodium star, which is going to take a hot minute. We have now finished getting started, and we're on to getting started too. Woo! So the first thing we want to do is start upgrading some of our furnaces to gold. Then we're getting to the really exciting part, is automating our sifting. This looks super duper complicated, but it's not too bad. And then we're going to work on getting all of this extra stuff here because I want some villagers. I don't mean wandering trader villagers. I mean actual villagers. Actual useful villagers. So first things first is we need 2 gold blocks. So we're just going to grab a couple gold blocks here. We're going to make a gold furnace. I think we should be able to make 2 of these. So we're gonna quickly grab these. Done. Mark that off of our getting started. Let's look into this. Skyblock Automated. Welcome to the custom auto sieve mod. It's slow without upgrades. Yeah, it's slow, but it's better than me sitting there doing it manually. Oh, my poor editor who has to sit there and watch me do it manually. I cut out a bunch of my sieving from my videos, but even then, the editor's probably snapping like, head empty. These machines will not run without the space in the output inventory and the diagram below. Use pipes as an example for item transfer. Okay, so diamond cobble generator. We're gonna take the one I already have because we've already got so much here that I feel like we can survive. So we're gonna put this here. So that goes into a chest, which then is into our flux hammer. Can I build a chest with what I have on me? Yes, I can. In fact, we can even go as far as to upgrade the chest like this. Do I need to upgrade the chest? Probably not. Am I going to upgrade the chest? Yes. Am I going to regret it in about 5 minutes because I'm complaining about lack of iron? Also, yes. All right, we need to wrench this so it doesn't do that. We want to wrench that so that goes into that. Actually, I think we need an extra pipe up here because we need to build up just one more. All right, that looks better. Next thing we need to do is build a flux hammer, which is a diamond hammer. Oh my god, I have more diamond than I thought. What the heck? Wow, I have so much diamond. Let's make that diamond hammer right now. We do need to have a flux sieve as well. So we need 2 blocks of iron, a sieve, and some iron bars. So here, 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 and then this. Alright, we've done the flux sieve. Now we need the flux hammer. We need another hopper and we need some glass. So we have our hopper. We're going to get our glass panes. There we go. So now we should be able to make this. So chest into what I think is the flux hammer into, I think this is the sieve. Let's go up here and find out. Go like that. Yup, it looks like it's doing something. It's doing something. That's good. So it's now going out into the sieve, although the sieve looks like it should be having some kind of power and it's not. Then that goes into another chest. Up here. We don't want that funneling into the chest, so we go like this. Hold shift, do that. And then we need, what are these things?
2 seconds later.
Oh, it's a crafter. So we need to make a machine frame. I think it's this one here. There we go. Crafter tier 1, machine base. Okay, easy. Crafter tier 1. We're gonna need, I think we're gonna need like 4 or 5 of these bad boys. So we're just going to, gonna make 6. Surely 6 will be enough. T2, T3. Yeah, we did it. We now have a crafter T3, but oh my god, we need to make 2 of them. T3. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Coming up over here, over here. I think we need both of them into there, into a furnace, into a chest. Here, here. We're just going to... I'm gonna fix this up later. You guys don't need to watch me building. My poor editor already has to deal with watching me building. Hi, editor. Sorry, editor. 2 items into a furnace, into a chest. The diagram says an iron furnace, but literally it can be any furnace. So I'm gonna grab one of these furnaces here. And we needed a chest as well. Oh my gosh, I can make a chest surely out of one of the things from around here somewhere. Maybe I'm finally... Brown pig, what the hell? As I was saying, I feel like I might finally be at the point where I need to start farming more wood. Okay. Into a furnace, which then goes into the chest. Okay. Into a furnace, which then goes into the chest. Into the furnace. No, wait, that's not a furnace, that's a chest. Okay, wait, hold. Into the furnace, which then pipes. No. Into... No! I wanted to get this episode done. I wanted it to be quick. I wanted it to be cool. I wanted people to be like, wow. I wanted my editor to not have to deal with me constantly messing up. Okay. So, bam, bam. I believe this is the setup. So we have our cobble generator, which is going into our flux... Oh my god, yep. Our cobble generator is working really well. Going into our flux hammer. Going into our flux sieve. Doesn't look like our flux sieve is Unless it's already in here. This stuff is definitely going into the chest. The hopper should be working and coming into here. Definitely looks like it's working there, but then I'm not seeing anything coming into this chest.
A few moments later.
Okay, I fixed the problem, but then I ran into this guy. Helga the Shiny came up on me and was like all up in my shiz. So we're gonna quickly take care of the Helga the Shiny. I have no armor. All I have is an iron pickaxe. Do not appreciate Helga's audacity to ruin this right now. Oh, actually that's I'm a little bit low on health here. A good thing I have a steak. I have a steak with mine. Oh my god. I'm dead! Uh-oh. We can do this. There we go. I guess I can have my first piece of armor now, huh? Yeah, my first piece of armor. Anyway, now that that was taken care of, you'll notice that I moved this stuff here. I made a second one of these. I moved it over here. So now this is receiving power. So now that this is receiving power, it is actually crushing the stone. One of the things that I looked up here as well is that, see here, you need to get a hammer because here you can kind of change the output, and the output is whatever you kind of like click onto here. So I'm trying to make sure that this output is properly funneling into the chest. So then, oh, I need to put some mesh in. I'm just going to... Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab one of these diamond ones because I feel like, you know, if we're gonna automatically sift things, we gotta sift the best. Throw that in here. This should start being sifted with that, which will then go into this chest. And then anything that comes into this chest will then come into this crafter, which also needs power. So what we have here is, when I was sifting, I was getting a bunch of this stuff as well. So you can tell that I was kind of like going, okay, now let's make a nickel one, apply. I think everything else should be good. So is this correct? It says it's working, like it is sifting. Okay, now it's working. So all we had to do was hold shift and pretty much click it on that with the hammer. So we now have it automatically sifting. It will automatically, this crafter. We might need some more energy pipes. Come back up here. We almost don't need this netherrack section anymore because we have our netherrack generator, although I need to make an upgrade slot for those barrels. But this is why I was wanting to get a second one of these, because I feel like this is a lot of power to be siphoning off of this right now. And I worry that it might be too much power, which means that some things could potentially get stuck. I'll get the second one happening too. Oop. Go there for now. You can be Future Lyko's problem. Future Lyko has a lot of problems to deal with. Future Lyko has to deal with this water and this water. Future Lyko has to deal with this. Future Lyko has to deal with this. Future Lyko has so many problems. But for now, we have now automated our sifting upgrade. Still can't seem to push this, and I'm not entirely sure why. I'm gonna figure that out. But you know, we've done that. We've done our furnace. We need to start making some of this stuff here. Wireless power from the furnace. Hook the wireless heat transmitter block up to your power. Oh, this is useful. I haven't utilized this. Normally when I do mods in these packs, I normally just use a heat generator. Gold and diamond upgrade stacked to 3. Hover over the upgrade to see the numbers for each. Okay, we should actually be able to make this fairly easily to augment this bad boy here. It will not work if built like the diagram without the proper filtering. So what they're talking about is like a filtering system here and here and here and here. But that is Future Lyko's problem. In the meantime, I want to kind of see what other things we want to quickly do so I can focus on what we want to do for this next episode. We do want to start getting the occultism. We do really want to start getting some netherite stuff. Netherite, apparently, when I have diamond sifts over here, it's apparently pretty decent, easy to get with some blackstone. That's also why I stopped building it with this, because I was building blackstone because I was like, I don't know what to do with blackstone. It's going to be kind of useless. Well, no, actually, blackstone is going to be pretty useful for us right now. I want to show you just how useful blackstone is in these diamond things, because oh boy, it is useful. All right, so we have our blackstone dust. Let's see what it's going to net us. Got some black dye, some coal. I got a bunch of ancient debris from it when I was like doing it earlier, and I was really hoping to get some now so I could be like, look, look, look. But I guess, knowing my luck, that's just not gonna happen. Nope. Alright, I think that's a wrap for this one. And next time, we're gonna start working on Ars Nouveau to get ourselves a villager. And I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to essentially probably build another one of these so we can start getting even more automation happening. Okay, bye-bye.
Hey!